Tropical Marine Centre. So Colette here, I'm back with the Next Wave 60, and today we're going to be adding another fish, and we're going to be adding the first lot of corals into the Next Wave 60 tank. So I've picked these out, I've gone on a shopping spree around the site, so you get to come on that journey with me. I've filmed every single part for you, and we're also going to be showing you the acclimation process that we go through in the corals and also with adding new fish. So we don't want to stress fish out when they get added to a new tank, so this is the process that we'll be going through to stop that. Let's get started. So you can come and help me pick the corals and fish that I'll be popping in the Next Wave 60.
As you can see, the trays in front of me are lit by the Reef Photons. So half of the tray starts off with beginner corals, and then the other side is LPS dominant. Some gorgeous starter corals here. I'm going to go in and start off with picking this coral garden to the right side. It's absolutely beautiful. As you can see to the right hand side, there's some gorgeous button scalemias and trachyophilias. But these are just too expert at this very moment for this tank. It's a beginner's tank and it has only just been set up over the last few months, so I would prefer to add anything like this a little bit later in the stages. But as you can see, these are gorgeous. Now we move on to the other Euphilia side and LPS tray. Now this tray is lit by the Reef Pulsar LPS 6. There is two versions of the Reef Pulsar. There is the SPS 8 and the LPS 6. The LPS 6 comes with 6 channels and the SPS 8 comes with 8. They are controlled through Bluetooth via the TMC Link app. So I decided to go with some mushrooms, a Duncan frag and a Kenya tree, because these are all great beginner corals. Now to get them acclimated. Start off by getting yourself a drip acclimation kit and pop this end into the tank. Then press down on the chamber to start the flow of water. On the opposite end, there is a dial. You can turn the dial up or down, depending on how fast you want the pace of water dripping. For me, I've gone for 1 drip per second. I will now leave these corals to acclimate for 30 minutes.
So now all the corals have been drip acclimated, I'm going to get them added into the tank. I'm going to start off with the easiest coral, which is the Kenya tree. This is a toxic green Kenya tree, so it should come up a really nice colour. Added into the rockwork where I want it. I'm going to place them in for now, and then we're going to be puttying them onto the rock when I've decided that I like the placement of them. I'm going to let them rest before I do that. I'm going to go in with the coral garden now.
I sped this up for you now because this is the part that takes a little bit of time getting used to where you want the corals in the tank. One thing that I will say is that this rock piece, it's Centrepiece 1 on the Eco Reef rock, it's a great addition to this tank because there is lots of different crevices and places where you can pop frags or different types of corals that will sit perfectly if you didn't want to stick them down. Now that's done, let's pick the fish. So I've decided to go with a dot dash blenny. I love the personalities that blennies give off. These are quite fairly small in size, so they're great for this type of tank. And they're also quite peaceful fish as long as you don't have them in with other blennies or bottom dwelling type fish, because these do like to sit towards the bottom of the tank. Another thing that we highly recommend when acclimating is to dim your lights and slowly bring them back up to full spectrum. We acclimate under red light as it's a lot less stress to the fish.
Okay, so I'm back with the dot dash blenny inside the tub. Currently drip acclimating already is going ahead. I've got 1 drip per second that is going in. I'm going to leave that for 45 minutes to completely acclimate. I've used the Pro Protect. Now the Pro Protect is 5 drops per litre. I've got around about 2 litres worth inside this little tub, so I've put 10 drops of this inside here, and that just helps protect the fish while it's under stress in a move. And then we'll get the fish moved over and inside the tank once it's been around about 45 minutes. I've also just fed the tank, so that is what is currently floating around inside. So I am using the Gamma Foods to feed this tank. So there's been a mixture of mysis, copepods and lots of different brine shrimps. So there is a good varied diet between the snails and the fish within the tank. There you go, he's in his new home.
So I'm going to call him Dash because he is dashing about on the sand and the rock constantly. So we now have T and MC out of the 2 clownfish. We have Spot, which is our yellowtail wrasse, and new to the tank today is Dash. I have to say I am loving this aquarium, and so are the inhabitants. So the corals have been in the tank now for around about an hour, and they're all opening up really nicely, as you can see. Here is a list of fish, corals and inverts we can recommend for this tank. Now you can check our website for stock of these at your local marine livestock retailer.
That's it from me today here at Tropical Marine Centre. I just want to say thank you very much to everyone that's been watching our videos and following the Next Wave 60s reef tank journey. Please follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel and all our other social medias, because we will be keeping you all up to date on all of those. So thank you very much. Links are in the description bar or in our bio on our social media pages. Take care. Thank you very much.